Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive with us. Today, we're going to be looking at Alreflections. Have you heard of this?
I have.
It's a platform offering free blog websites, but there's catch. They're specifically for education and news. Now, giving away websites is interesting enough, but
Yeah.
what really caught my eye is that they've also built in a system for collaborative growth and even income generation.
Yeah, it's a unique approach for sure.
It is. So our main source material today is a blog post from Alreflections itself, written by Mihigo Anaja. And
Wow, that's quite a name.
it is. And he's got a pretty impressive resume, too. 9 books, over
Ah,
200 computer programs. He describes himself as the author of Time and Legacy and the programmer without stress. You can find all this stuff on GJ Shop if you're interested.
so he's clearly a prolific creator.
Yeah, and it seems like he's really passionate about sharing ideas and opportunities, which is exactly what this blog post seems to be aiming to do.
It does lay out their vision for the future of online education and news.
Right. Okay, so let's break this down. Our Reflections is all about what they call value-driven content. They're laser-focused on education and news, looking to support teachers, journalists, enthusiasts, really anyone who wants to share knowledge or keep people informed.
It's interesting how they're carving out this specific niche.
Right. Instead of just being a platform for everything.
Exact.
I think that focus is key. Readers will know they're coming to Our Reflections for reliable information in those specific areas. But here's where it gets really interesting. They've got this whole system set up for collaborative growth. They've developed a unique code that they give you that automatically promotes other bloggers' content on your blog, and vice versa.
So it's like a built-in network effect. Everybody benefits.
Exactly. You help others, they help you, and you all reach a wider audience.
That's a great point.
It frees up more time for creating great content instead of, constantly worrying about self-promotion.
Yeah, it seems like they want the content itself to drive the platform's growth.
And then there's this third element that I think is really interesting, earning potential. Our Reflections has an affiliate program that allows bloggers to generate income by promoting Our Reflections' own products and services.
Oh, so they're incentivizing bloggers to create high-quality content.
Exactly, because the more readers you have,
Yeah.
the more potential customers you can direct to Our Reflections offerings. Through these affiliate links,
And then they get a cut.
yeah, essentially, you're rewarded for creating valuable content that resonates with your audience. If someone clicks your link and makes a purchase, you earn a commission.
So the success of the bloggers is tied to the platform and vice versa.
It's a very clever strategy.
Yeah.
I am kind of curious, though, about the products and services they're actually offering. Did the blog post go into any specifics on that?
It didn't.
Really?
It mentions them but doesn't give any concrete examples. Maybe we should dig a little deeper into their website and see what we can find.
Yeah, we should. So we've got this platform focused on educational and news content with a system designed to promote collaboration and the potential for earning income through this affiliate program. But what those products and services are is still a bit of a mystery.
It does make you wonder how they're supporting this whole ecosystem.
It really does. So what do you think? Is this something that could actually work?
Well, this model disrupts traditional blogging in some really interesting ways. By focusing on education and news, they could become a really trusted source, and that could impact how we consume information online.
That's a great point. If they can cultivate a community of credible creators, that could be really valuable for both readers and the creators themselves. But it does raise some interesting questions.
Oh, absolutely. For example, what are the potential downsides to this model? What happens if the quality of the content varies widely within the network? Or what if they shift their focus away from education and news? How does Our Reflections ensure that the platform remains valuable for everybody?
Those are excellent points. It all sounds really promising on the surface, but the long-term success is really going to depend on how they manage those potential challenges.
It's like building a garden, right?
Yeah.
You can provide the best soil, the best conditions, but ultimately the quality of the plants depends on the individual gardeners.
That is such a good analogy. It highlights the responsibility Our Reflections has in nurturing this platform. They're providing the tools, the framework, but the creators are the ones shaping the content and ultimately the value of the entire ecosystem.
It's a shared endeavor, for sure.
It is. And that brings us back to Mihigo's philosophy,
Yeah.
this idea of empowerment, which seems to be woven into Our Reflections. They're not just offering a platform, they're fostering a community of empowered individuals who can learn from each other, share their expertise, and potentially generate income from their passion.
They're moving away from the traditional model of centralized content creation
Right.
and instead empowering individuals to take ownership of their knowledge and expertise.
Yes. It's like they're democratizing access to information, providing a platform for diverse voices. But of course, that presents its own challenges. How do you ensure quality control when you have such a wide range of creators?
It's a tough one. They'll need to find a balance between open participation and maintaining some standard of quality. Maybe a peer review system where creators can provide feedback on each other's work, or maybe they have a team of editors who curate and vet the content.
Yeah, how do they stop the platform from becoming too fragmented? If everyone is promoting their own content, how do they ensure that there's an overall focus on education and news?
I think that's where the collaborative code system could be really powerful. By promoting each other's content, creators are inadvertently connecting different parts of the network, creating this web of interconnected ideas.
Yeah, it's like they're building a digital library, but instead of books, they're housing blogs. And each one is this unique contribution to this knowledge base. But to make it truly valuable, they'll need to ensure it's organized and easy to navigate and full of high-quality content.
And I think the affiliate program helps with that too, by incentivizing creators to attract visitors. They're encouraging them to create that engaging, informative content.
Right. If you're earning money from your blog, you're more likely to invest the time
Absolutely.
to make something valuable.
It's all about aligning those incentives.
It is.
If the creators succeed, the platform succeeds. And if the platform succeeds, it creates more opportunities for the creators to thrive.
It's a symbiotic relationship, but one that requires very careful cultivation and management. It'll be fascinating to see how they navigate all this and shape the future of this platform.
Yeah, speaking of navigating, remember those products and services that we were talking about earlier?
Oh, right. The mysterious one.
Yeah, the blog post didn't really elaborate on those.
Do you think those might be a clue to how they're planning to sustain everything?
It's possible. If we consider their focus on education and news, maybe these products and services are tailored to those areas specifically, like online courses, educational resources, maybe tools for journalists.
That would be clever. The creators produce the content, attracting readers and potential customers. And then Alreflections provides additional value through those products and services.
Exactly, a self-reinforcing loop driving engagement and revenue, all while staying true to that core mission of supporting education and news.
I like how you put that. It's a very holistic approach.
Yeah.
Considering both the needs of the creators and the value they're providing. But it still leaves us with that question. What are those products and services?
Oh, I guess we could speculate all day long, but maybe their website has more information. Or we could find some user reviews that might shed some light on it.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
But in the meantime, this is something I want you listening to think about. Could you see yourself using Alreflections to share your knowledge? What benefits would make this platform valuable for you?
And think about the potential impact of this model. How might it change the way we consume information, connect with experts, maybe even generate income from our passions?
These are some really thought-provoking questions. This platform has the potential to disrupt traditional models and create new opportunities for everyone involved.
It's definitely a development worth watching closely.
It is. This conversation has got my brain buzzing. I'm really intrigued by that collaborative code system.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a simple concept, but so powerful.
The idea that we can enhance our own visibility by helping others is really compelling.
Yeah.
It flips the script on the traditional competitive mindset.
And it aligns perfectly with the ethos of Alreflections. Empowering individuals, fostering a sense of community. It's like they're creating a digital ecosystem where everyone can thrive, as long as they're willing to contribute to the collective good.
I like that analogy. An ecosystem where knowledge is the currency and collaboration is the key.
Exactly. And that brings us to the heart of what makes Alreflections so intriguing. It's not just about providing a platform. It's about creating a network, a community, where those ideas can connect, interact, and evolve.
Like a giant brainstorming session, where everyone's contributions are valued.
Yeah. Leading to a richer and more diverse pool of knowledge.
And hopefully a more informed and engaged audience.
If they can cultivate a community of these passionate, knowledgeable creators, it could change how we access and consume information.
Imagine education and news no longer confined to those traditional institutions, freely shared and discussed in this vibrant online community.
That's the vision.
It is.
It's a vision worth exploring, even if there's still a lot of unanswered questions and challenges. But that's what we do here, right? We spark curiosity, ask thought-provoking questions, encourage you listening to engage with these ideas.
We're providing you with the tools and the insights to navigate this ever-evolving landscape of knowledge and information, and hopefully inspire you to become an active participant in shaping it.
That's what makes these deep dives so compelling for me. It's not just about understanding the platform, it's about grappling with these bigger questions about the future of information, education, online communities.
It's about recognizing the power we have as individuals to shape these spaces, whether it's by creating content, sharing our expertise, or just engaging in these discussions.
Exactly. And that brings me to a thought I had about the affiliate programs. Obviously, a great way to incentivize creators. But it also raises an interesting question. What happens if a blogger prioritizes profit over quality? Could that undermine the whole idea of Alreflections as a trusted source?
That's a really crucial point. It highlights the tension between the commercial aspects and the educational mission. They'll need to be very mindful of that balance. Make sure that profit doesn't compromise the content.
I think transparency is going to be key here. If they're upfront about the affiliate program and set clear guidelines, it could help maintain trust.
Absolutely. Maybe they could even leverage the community to address this. What if readers could flag content that seemed overly promotional? That could trigger a review process, either by Alreflections or by other creators.
That's a great idea. It would empower the community to uphold the standards and ensure that the focus remains on delivering valuable content.
It would really reinforce the idea that this is a collective effort.
It always comes back to collaboration, doesn't it? It's woven into every aspect of this platform, from the code system to the potential for community-driven quality control.
It's like a constantly evolving organism, adapting and growing through the efforts of its members.
So as we wrap up, what's the one thing we want our listener to take away from today?
Alreflections represents a potential paradigm shift in how we approach online education and news consumption. It's an invitation to move beyond passive consumption and become active participants. It's about recognizing our own potential as creators, collaborators, and curators of knowledge.
I love that. And if this has intrigued you at all,
Yeah.
I encourage you to go to their website, alreflections.net, explore the platform, maybe even start your own blog. You might just discover a hidden passion.
And if you ever have a stack of sources you want to explore, you know where to find us.
That's right. The Deep Dive is always here to help you navigate that vast ocean of information and emerge with those precious pearls of wisdom.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
And keep those brains buzzing. It really is a great analogy. They're providing the tools and the framework, but it's the creators who are shaping the content and ultimately the value of the entire ecosystem.
It's a shared endeavor for sure.
And that brings us back to Mihigo's philosophy of empowerment, which seems to be like baked into Alreflections. They're not just offering a platform. It's like they're trying to build a community of empowered individuals.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to move away from that traditional model of centralized content,
Right.
and instead they're putting the power in the hands of individuals.
Yes, it's like they're democratizing access to information, providing a platform for diverse voices. But that brings up another question. How do you ensure quality control when you have such a wide range of creators with varying levels of expertise?
That's the challenge, isn't it? Finding that balance between open participation and maintaining some standard. Maybe they could do like a peer review system where
Yeah.
creators can give feedback on each other's work.
Hmm.
Or maybe they have a team of editors that could curate and vet the content.
Yeah. And how do they prevent it from becoming too fragmented? If everyone is promoting their own content, how do they make sure that the overall focus stays on education and news?
I think that's where that collaborative code system comes in. By promoting each other's content, they're inadvertently connecting different parts of the network, creating this web of interconnected ideas and perspectives.
Right. It's like they're building this digital library, but instead of books, they're housing blogs. And each one is this unique contribution to a larger knowledge base.
And to make it valuable, they'll need to make sure it's well organized,
Right.
easy to navigate, and full of that high-quality content.
And that's where that affiliate program could come into play.
Exactly.
Because if you're earning income from your blog, you're more likely to invest the time and effort to create something really valuable.
It's all about aligning the incentives.
Right.
The creators succeed, the platform succeeds, and everyone has more opportunities to thrive.
It's a symbiotic relationship, but it needs to be cultivated and managed carefully. It'll be fascinating to see how Alreflections handles all of this.
It will. And speaking of navigating, what about those mysterious products and services we talked about earlier?
Oh, right. The ones the blog post mentioned but didn't really get into.
Yeah,
Do you think those might hold a clue to how they're planning to sustain all of this?
Well, if they're focused on education and news, maybe those products and services are specifically tailored to those areas. Maybe they offer online courses, educational resources,
Uh,
tools for journalists.
oh, that would be smart.
Yep.
The creators make the content which attracts readers and potential customers.
Uh-huh.
And then Our Reflections provides additional value through those products and services.
Exactly. It creates that self-reinforcing loop, driving engagement and revenue while staying true to their core mission.
It's a holistic approach, but we still don't know what they are, what those products and services are.
I guess we could speculate, but maybe their website has more info. Or we could look for some user reviews.
Good idea. So while we do that, think about this. Could you see yourself using Our Reflections to share your knowledge? What would make it valuable for you?
And think about the potential impact. How might it change how we consume information, how we connect with experts, and how we generate income from things we're passionate about?
These are great questions.
Yeah,
And they highlight the potential Our Reflections has to change things.
it's a development worth watching closely.
Yeah, it really is a fascinating development. You know what I'm thinking about? With the affiliate program, it's a really smart way to incentivize creators. But what happens if a blogger starts putting profits over quality?
Oh, that's an important point.
Could that undermine the whole thing? This idea of Our Reflections as a trusted source.
It creates a tension between the commercial aspects and the educational mission.
Right.
They'll need to find a balance.
Yeah. How do they make sure that the pursuit of profit doesn't compromise the content?
Transparency will be really important.
Right.
Being upfront about the affiliate program and setting clear guidelines.
I think that would help maintain trust.
Absolutely. Maybe they could even use the community to help with this.
What do you mean?
Like, what if readers could flag content that seemed overly promotional or biased?
What would you like that?
It could trigger a review process by Our Reflections or even other creators.
It's like a community-driven quality control system.
Yeah, exactly.
So it all goes back to collaboration. It's everywhere in this platform, from the code system to the potential for community-based quality control.
It's constantly evolving and growing through the efforts of its members.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing we want our listener to take away from all of this?
I think it's that Our Reflections represents a real shift in how we think about online education and news. It's an invitation to become active participants in shaping the information we consume, to recognize our own potential as creators, collaborators, and curators of knowledge.
I love that. So if you're at all intrigued by what we've talked about today, go check out ourreflections.net. Maybe even start your own blog. You might discover something you're really passionate about.
And as always, if you've got a stack of sources you want to explore, you know where to find us.
That's right. The Deep Dive is always here to help you navigate that sea of information.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep.